Yo, what up? It's your boy, Lone Wolf, back at it again with another season of Fantasy Ballers, Season 11. It's been a long journey. Now let's take a look at the boys and see if anybody made some off-season moves. Kelrick Polk still has 2 years left on his contract with the 76ers. Lorenzo still with 4 years left on his Chicago Bulls contract. Tony signs a 4-year extension with the Cleveland Cavaliers worth $195 million. Blake Miller still has 3 years left on his Boston Celtics contract. Matthew Sanchez signs a 4-year extension worth $192 million to stay with the Kodiaks. Joseph still with 2 years left on his contract with the Lakers. Perry just signed a 1-year deal worth $43 million to stay with the Lions. Seth will sign a 5-year extension worth $245 million to stay with the Mavericks. After 10 long years with the Bulls, Joey will leave Chicago for the Brooklyn Nets on a 3-year, $137 million contract. Eli still with 2 years left on his Pelicans contract, and Eric still has 2 years left on his Pelicans contract. Jack signs a 4-year extension worth $180 million to stay with the Pistons. Derek still with 2 years left on his contract with the Sound. Joshua still with 3 years left on his Spurs contract. And Christian signs a 4-year extension to stay with the Spurs worth $184 million. The Juice Man signs a 4-year extension to stay with the Thunder worth $178 million. Bashaw still with 2 years left in his Warriors contract. And Carter still has 4 years left on his contract with the Washington Wizards. Alright, you fantasy ballers, you know what time it is. It's time to get to that All-Star selection and see who made the All-Star Game. The All-Star captains have been announced and it's now time to pick teams. NBA All-Star Game 2030, and what a year, because this year we have 2 All-Star captains who are fantasy ballers. Seth Gallego in charge of Team Seth, Perry Nera in charge of Team Perry. Let's see who these big dogs pick. And Seth is gonna pick Eli Peterson to start with his 4th All-Star appearance. And off the bench, Seth will pick up Christian Martinez, 3-time All-Star, and Tony Merrier will make his first All-Star appearance. And for Team Perry, he will pick up 3 reserves. Joey Castillo with his 3rd All-Star appearance, Derek Banks with his 2nd All-Star appearance, and Kelrick Polk with his 1st All-Star appearance. Now let's see how the boys did in the game. All-Star Game, Team Seth will take the dub. Team Perry hit with injuries right before All-Star Weekend, as Perry and Derek were injured right before the All-Star Game, out for a couple of weeks. Nothing serious, but Joey would drop 13 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks. And KP will drop 6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals for Team Perry. And on Team Seth, Seth will drop 15 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Tony will drop 8 points, 1 assist. Eli will drop 7 points, 3 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Christian will drop 4 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. So congratulations to Chris, Eli, Tony, Seth, Derek, PJ, Joey, and KP for making the All-Star Game. That is a record 8 fantasy ballers. Congratulations. Now let's get to the end of the season awards and stats. And there's your 2030 NBA season. Your MVP, Jason Tatum, with 33.7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. Your Rookie of the Year, Chucky McNeil, with 25.5 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Your 6th Man of the Year, Dennis Higgins, with 10.5 points, 12 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. And your Defensive Player of the Year, Tyler Evans, with 19 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 2 blocks. Your Most Improved Player will go to Alec Verney with 29 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. Your Coach of the Year, Jeremy Horsley. Derek Banks, Eli Peterson, and Seth Gallegos will take All-NBA First Team honors. Christian Martinez and Perry Nera will take All-NBA Second Team honors. Vishal and Joey will take all NBA third team honors. Eli Peterson will take all defensive second team honors. Alright guys, Kelrick will finish the year with 15 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals. Lorenzo averaged 11 points, 5.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Tony put up 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals. Blake put up 13 points, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.5 steals. Matt will average 17 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Joseph will average 15 points, 10 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Perry will average 20 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks. Seth will average 19 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists, 1.5 steals, 2 blocks. Joey will average 18 points, 16.5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Eli will average 20 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks. Eric will finish the year with 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Jack will finish the year with 11.5 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1.5 blocks. Derek will average 22 points, 12.5 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Vishal was traded mid-season from Golden State to St. Louis, where him and Derek will join forces. Vishal averaged 23.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Josh will average 8.5 points, 7 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Chris will average 20 points, 6 rebounds, 11.5 assists, 1.5 steals. Jesus will average 21.5 points, 9 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 2 steals. Carter will average 20.5 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1 block. And here's how your first round is going to look. 8 members of your fantasy ballers made the playoffs. Let's take a look at these matchups. Matthew Sanchez and the Kodiaks again will match up with Jesus Martinez and the Thunder in the first round. Portland will take on Minnesota. The 3-seeded Los Angeles Lakers with Joseph Landeros will take on the Nuggets. Christian, Joshua, and the Spurs take the 2-seed again, going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Miami with the 1-seed again, going up against Hawaii Hanu. Eli Peterson and Eric Campos with the 5th seed with New Orleans trying to take down the Atlanta Hawks. Over here we have a matchup. The 3-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers with their leader Tony Marrier will go up against the Cincinnati Lions and their captain Perry Nera. Carter Stum and the Washington Wizards grabbing the 2-seed against the 7th-seed Toronto Raptors. Let's get down to some action. Here in Game 5 in Cleveland, the Cincinnati Lions with the big lead here. They will move on to the second round of the playoffs. Congratulations to Perry Nera. Sorry, Tony. Your journey ends here. Game 5 here, San Antonio up by 2, trying to eliminate the Memphis Grizzlies here. Can they pull that out? Let's find out. Christian Martinez attacking the basket, no one to contest him. Slam, dunk. He's at the elbow, gives it to Jaren Jackson Jr. for another 3. Yes, he's gonna hit it. Joseph makes the second. Memphis down by 4, and I don't think they're gonna have enough time here. Prayer and the San Antonio Spurs will go to the second round. Congratulations to Josh and Chris as they move on in the NBA playoffs. And here with 20 seconds left, the Atlanta Hawks will defeat the Pelicans in 6. Sorry Eric, sorry Eli, but your journey ends here. Here in Game 6, it's all over. The LA Lakers will move on to the second round of the playoffs. Congratulations to Joseph Landeros as he will continue his playoff journey. Here in Game 6, Vancouver leading the series 3-2, and it's all over. Congratulations to Matthew Sanchez and the Kodiaks as they advance to the second round of the playoffs. And I'm sorry, Juice Man, but your journey ends here. Here in Game 7 in this winner-go-home matchup, the Washington Wizards down by 6, trying to keep their season alive. Let's see if they could come out on top. Carter's done with the mid-range, no good. Wizards down by 8, gotta force a shot here, no good. And that's gonna do it, folks. The Washington Wizards tried to make it to the second round, but came up a little bit short against the Toronto Raptors. I'm sorry, Carter, but your journey ends here. And that is how your first round is going to end. The Kodiaks will take out the Thunder in 6. Minnesota has no problem with Portland in 5. The Lakers will take care of Denver in 6. San Antonio beating Memphis in 5. Miami getting past Hawaii in 6. The Atlanta taking down the Pelicans in 6. The Lions beating the Cavaliers in 5. And Washington was taken out in the final Game 7. And this is how your second round is going to look. The Vancouver Kodiaks with Matthew Sanchez will go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's starting to become a rivalry again with the Spurs and Lakers as they meet for the third straight time in the playoffs. Christian Martinez and Joshua Espinosa versus Joseph Landeros. Another epic showdown for another epic year. Miami will face Atlanta, and Perry will try to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time if he gets past the Toronto Raptors. Let's get to some second round action. Game 6, Matthew Sanchez trying to stay alive as he's down in this series against Minnesota as Karl Anthony Towns hits a layup. Karl Anthony Towns gets another layup, and that looks like it might be it. Kodiaks, Mirai 3, gets it, cuts it a 3. Bird bringing up the ball, he gets past him, he's going for a floater, gets it, cuts the lead to 1. Kodiaks down by 3. What they gonna do here, Mirai? No good! And that's gonna do it, folks. The Timberwolves will move on to the Western Conference Finals. I'm sorry, Matt, but your journey ends here. And here are your second round results. The Minnesota Timberwolves will take out the Vancouver Kodiaks in 6. The Lakers will sweep the San Antonio Spurs. I'm sorry, but there is nothing to be seen here. Same here for the Cincinnati Lions as they easily put a whooping to the Toronto Raptors. Nothing to see here. Conference Finals matchups, here we are. We have the third-seeded Los Angeles Lakers with Joseph Landeros going against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Joseph trying to advance to the NBA Finals for the second time. And here for the first time as a 6th seed, the Cincinnati Lions and Perry Nero will try to advance to the NBA Finals for the very first time, taking on the 1-seeded Miami Heat. Let's see what these conference finals are all about. Here in Game 6, Perry tried his hardest to make it to the NBA Finals, but it just ain't gonna happen for him this year, as they will fall short in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Miami Heat. So good year to Perry, but sorry sir, your journey ends here. There's your Eastern Conference champions, the Miami Heat. Lakers are up 3-2 in the series, 148 apiece in Game 6. Let's see if the Lakers can pull it out. Gets it back, gets a good screen for Woolridge, open mid-range, gets it. Strong puts him up by 2. Inside to Aiden, Aiden gets a layup. Gives it to Strong, he's open again, he's gonna pump fake mid-range, gets another one. Timberwolves down 3, gonna have to make something happen here. Strong makes both. And that's gonna do it, folks. The Lakers will move on to the NBA Finals. Congratulations to Joseph, as he will try to capture his second ring. Strong putting on a performance there at the end. And there's your Western Conference champions, the LA Lakers. Here are your conference finals results. The Lakers will take out the Timberwolves in 6. PJ will come up short in Game 6 to the Miami Heat. And here's your NBA Finals matchup. The Miami Heat will go up against Joseph Landeros and the LA Lakers. Let's see if Joseph could win his second ring. Here in Game 6, Joseph up 3-2 in the series, but the Lakers down 4 here. As they get a fast break, Joseph Landeros going all the way. Goes to layup. Lakers with the rebound. Strong taking off. Gets the layup. Cuts it to 2. Woolridge rebounds. Strong taking off again. Gets it to the corner. Manning for 3. Yes! Lakers take a 1-point lead. 30 seconds left. Strong making both free throws. Miami Heat down 3. Last chance here, looks like. There it is. No good. And there it is, your champions, the Los Angeles Lakers. As Strong will shoot his final free throws to close the game. Hearing the MVP chants for Strong, as he has put on a phenomenal finals performance. And there you have it, Joseph and the Los Angeles Lakers have done it. Joseph winning his second ring on his second team. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers. You deserve it, boy. You've worked your butt off. And there you have it, your NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers. Two-time NBA champion, Joseph Landeros. There he is, your champion. And there you have it, folks. Your NBA champions will be the Los Angeles Lakers. Congratulations to Joseph and the Lakers. Joseph winning his second ring on his second team. Your finals MVP will be Eric Strong with 22.5 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Now let's check out those playoff stats. Tony will average 19 points, 9 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1 steal, and half a block. Matthew Sanchez did not see any playoff action because he broke his leg. Your NBA champion will average 19 points, 8.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1 blocks in the playoffs. Perry will average 21 points, 9.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Eli will average 15.5 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Eric will average 7.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Josh will average 9.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Christian will average 21 points, 7.5 rebounds, 11.5 assists, 2 steals. The Juice will average 21.5 points, 9 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block in the playoffs. Carter will average 20 points, 12.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks in the playoffs. And that is all, guys. Season 11 is a wrap. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you all for your likes. Please like and subscribe. Let people know. I do want to continue this series on 2K21. And I also want to continue this series on the next gen PlayStation 5. So please let me know what you think, if that's a good idea or not. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Lone Wolf out.